Alright guys, welcome back. It is the last weekend of trolling up here in Maine. It is September 27th. It is absolutely gorgeous up here. It's hard to beat Maine this time of year. And the fishing slowed down a little bit. I'm just coming off of a awesome couple hours of fishing. And I figured I'd take some time and go over my underseat rod holders here. I've had a ton of questions about these this spring, summer, and early fall. And I figured I'd take some time and show you guys how I made these. As you can see from the front here, they are right on the front side of my seat. I have them strapped in. These aren't the straps that I normally use. Somehow I misplaced them a couple outings ago, so I just have a little rope here and a little strap over there. So this is really basic, guys. This is about as easy of a modification as you can get. So when I flip my seat up there, this is all it is. I have two pieces of 1.5 inch PVC going to 2 T's, coming off to another section of 1.5 inch PVC, and that is all this is, guys. I have them bolted here. I have 2 bolts, one going through here, one going through here. I extended it all the way back so when a fish hits, it doesn't have that much room to go. And when a fish hits, it also doesn't have much room to go because it would push forward against the seat here. So this is a really simple build, guys. I'll try my best to show you this one-handed. I didn't plan on doing this today, or else I would have maybe brought something else, but I'll show you guys on this side here. I'll loosen up this rope. And these joints here, once it comes off of this bolt here, this joint here is not cemented. As you can see, that completely moves up. I did that on purpose, and what that does is it just allows this to have complete movement, and I can adjust this anywhere I want. And this happens as it rests on the gunnels of my Predator here. It rests at the perfect trolling angle. I haven't messed with this angle at all season long. It comes off at maybe a 45, which is the perfect angle for me. If your kayak's a little different, you may have to adjust the angle a little bit, but it is perfect for me as it comes up here and rests on my gunnels. And that is literally it, guys. It is that easy. There's nothing hiding under there. As you guys can see, that T just ends here, and this side over here is the exact same. I just want to talk about why I went this route and a couple of the maybe potential downfalls if you're looking at doing something like this. I went this route because I started the season with some rod holders up here on these tracks, and it was a nightmare with my pedal drive. It just didn't work. With these long handled lead core rods, there's just no way it would work. So just imagine this rod is sitting in a rod holder. There's no way I could pedal because this handle makes it 3/4 of the way across the kayak there. So just standard rod holders wouldn't work for my setup, and I looked at getting some of the adjustable ones that came up and would elbow out and then elbow up to lift them up high, you know, so it would be resting somewhere, you know, in this area. And once I got looking at the price of them, I knew that there's no way I'd be going that route. I actually made this entire setup just with scraps that I had at home. Really easy, really basic build. It took me like 10 to 15 minutes to do. And eventually down the road, I do plan on painting these black. I just haven't got around to it. And just one other thing real quick. I made a little bit of a recessed cut here. That way the rod would go in and it would fit perfect on the reel housing there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that sits perfectly flush. So that pretty much sums up why I went this route. And really the only downfall I can personally see, and in my opinion I don't see as a downfall, is the rods are kind of off to your periphery. You know, they're not right out in front of you like a rod would be if it was sitting right here. But with these, where it's attached to my seat, I oftentimes can actually feel the hit through my seat, because with this PVC contacting the aluminum, I can actually feel it transfer up into my seat. And I can also pick up the hit out of my periphery. So that's the only downfall I can personally think of, and in my opinion, it doesn't bother me at all. I feel like the benefits of having this stored under the seat far outweighs that one possible negative. And another possible negative is you lose most of your under seat storage. You could fit some small boxes on each one of these sides here, but you don't have this full span storage. I don't use it. I don't carry a ton of gear with me when I'm out here fishing, you know, especially when I'm trolling. But that's something to keep in mind. But that's basically it, guys. It's a really simple modification. When it comes to trolling, it's probably my favorite modification on this kayak. It really frees my hands up. If I need to change lures, cut line, mess with fish, I can just drop the rod and the rod holder, do whatever I need to do, and my rod's completely out of the way. And I think that's it, guys. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. We're going to wrap it up there. If you guys have any further questions, feel free to ask. I'll try my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.